Hello guys, welcome back to another installment of ERB Epic Rap Reacts, whatever it's called. We're going to hit up Stephen King versus Edgar Allan Poe. Oh my god. Two of the greatest horror writers of all time. If I had planned this out better, we could have been doing this near Halloween, but guys, you know what? Just save this one and then watch it on Halloween. All right. And I know for some of you out there, every day is Halloween, right? I see you with your Jack Skellington backpacks, and you know, horror is it's sweeping the nation. People want in on horror, and I know two guys who can deliver it for us. One is someone who died of cholera in the 1800s, and one is who's still alive and you know, is still out there pushing product like nobody's business. Like many of you, I grew up on the King. Listen, let's stop blabbermouthing. Let's get right to the action, because I know that's what you're here for. You're here for the battles and the breakdowns. So am I.
As I spit this week in weary, I will choke this joker with a trophy till his cheeks are teary.
Okay, Once Upon a Midnight Dreary. That is the opening line, guys, from Edgar Allan's poem. As I spit this weak and weary. So he's saying spit, which I think in this context, he's spitting verses, but I think originally he was spitting germs, phlegm, or mucus buildup from some kind of 18th century disease. And then he says, I will choke this joker. What does he say? With a cheek that's teary. Okay, so we've got the rhyme scheme modeled after his poetry. And that is the kind of touch that we expect out of ERB. Okay.
With a trophy till his cheeks are teary. But y'all don't hear me, all should fear me.
Okay, so we're breaking a little from the scheme, because I don't think Edgar Allan Poe would say y'all. I don't think they had that colloquialism from his time, but we're playing fast and loose with history, as often is on Epic Rap.
Trophy till his cheeks are teary. But y'all don't hear me, all should fear me.
Because he's a horror writer. Woo! Oh my lord! Now that's how you do a writing diss. Your books are as eerie as Beverly Cleary. She wrote the Sideways School with Miss Apple, whatever the Miss Apple, the evil witch lady. It's a children's series, guys. Forgive my memory. It's been 25 years since I've read that. Ooh, Dracula, author of Dracula. That's A-level, A-tier writing. Whoa. That's A+ writing. True, he wrote him locked in a cave. Wait, what do you say? Oh, ooh, they're getting nasty with this one, guys. They're going for the low blows. Okay, now it's Mr. King's turn. His Telltale Heart is one of his stories, obviously, and you know, saying King just beats off on the page, that's like calling him a pervert. And there's some things that he might bring up that we're going to get into some rocky territory here, guys, but they're going for the low blows on this one. It's getting feisty. Whoa. Goth. Oh, talk shop is like you know, the shop. They're talking the shop, and then he says, "Got thou frop, like got thou, like MySpace hot topic." Frop is from Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Whoa. Guys, I can't even keep up with this rhyme scheme. The internal. This one's getting nasty. Melancholy alcoholic laughing stock. Why don't you tell the whole truth? Why don't you? I think you're holding it back a little bit too much, King. Let's stop. You know. There's a melancholy alcoholic laughing stock in the King's Head. I watched the Castle Rock. Castle Rock. That's from Needful Things. See, I know my King. I haven't read all of them because you know, you have to be kind of an Annie Potts to do that, right? That would be like a lifelong challenge to keep up with that guy's body of work. Locked in a cave while I sobbed in a rage to tell. There's a melancholy alcoholic laughing stock in the King's Head. I watched the Castle Rock. I'm a little poet with an opiate affliction. I'm a workaholic with affection addiction. Make a dedicated reader shiver. Stop. Oh. Okay, so he's going. He mentioned something about opiates there. Some things never go away, guys. We've been having an opiate. What's it called? An opiate pandemic since it's never gone away, apparently. Rage and Misery. If you don't know, then you don't know. You know, Rage was banned. That was a book that was banned. You know, they're actually it's not quite burning, but they've banned that book because you know, it's about the white man's rage, and white men aren't allowed to be angry, guys. We can be embarrassing nerds on YouTube, but we can't be angry. I'm not white, by the way. Oh, he's just naming off Stephen King, Shining, Tommyknock. That's not a Stephen King story, I don't think. I think that, well, it might have been based on one of his like web comics he does. Because of course he does. Of course he fucking does. Oh, he said, he's saying, I don't just write horror. I write real stuff too. I write The Shank and The Mile. I write Oscar bait. Oh, he's saying your books aren't scary. I don't know how he's coming back from that, guys. He just said you perved on your cousin when she's 13 years old. Now, let's be real here, guys. You know how we like to keep it real on this channel. We keep it real. I mean, I don't know if I should get into this actually. There's difference between perving and between childhood curiosity. There's a difference between perving and someone in close proximity to you who's in the shower and you don't know what certain body parts look like. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't know the full case file on Mr. Poe, but we're gonna withhold judgment. Now, I guarantee you, and we're gonna be getting some comeback about Mr. King writing about children in the sewer. You know, if you've read it. Read what? Who's on first? Okay, I'll tell you who's on first. Mr. Poe. He's on first base. He's at the batter's mound. Hello.
First cousin when she's 13 years old. Even you pretended to it, I've been really living through a misery of poverty and family woes. I see through you like pantyhose. Do a Chappelle as if they cameos.
Okay, so he's saying I've been through some shit. You're a Hollywood hack, right? You just sell your fucking stories to any middling horror director who will do a C+ job and cast Rebecca Ferguson in a Hot Topic hat. That's a callback, right? In raps, in epic raps, sometimes we have things called callbacks. But that was my callback. Sorry, what was happening? Guys, this one is like opening the Lost Ark of the Covenant. My face is fucking melting off. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Okay, hold on. Let's make sure this isn't style over substance, though. Let's make sure of that. That was cool, but what is he saying? Step into messing with a... In a minute... Okay, he's gonna hide him in the floorboards, like... Okay. We got it. Let's go next. Oh. Yeah, King's a college boy, I believe. Ooh. Ooh. Bro, this guy is so illiterate. He's literate and he's illiterate. He's just like, gore, lord, the four, gore, bore. God, that must have taken like 20 minutes to write or something. It's probably an hour, honestly. Quoth the Raven, nevermore. The Raven gets the mic drop in this episode. The Raven finished that MFR off. Hold on. George, it's gone. By the way, makeup was look was on point. Stephen King was maybe a little bit too nerdy. Stephen King be out here looking like a grown McLovin if he was caught by Chris Hansen. Oh, I'd like to see Chris Hansen on the epic rap. Chris Hansen versus Brian Peppers. Chris Hansen versus Justin Rolaids from Rick and Morty. I never trusted. I never trust a guy who does cartoon voices for a living. That might be unfair of me, guys, but I'm just saying, would anybody be shocked if Billy West had like a rape dungeon? So it's time to figure out who won. Man, this is like arriving at the scene of an airplane crash, you know, when those forensic people who have to figure out what happened here. And there might even be some kind of grief counseling for the survivors, because quite frankly, I'm a little shook just having experienced that, because that was so intense. The wordplay was so on point, but that's to be expected from people who write for a living. You know, the pen is mightier than the mic. You know what? We didn't even get the verse about Stephen King's sewer orgy. Think about that out of context. We didn't get the verse about the sewer orgy. I don't know, man. That was a big missed opportunity from Mr. Poe. Did you notice how their rhyming styles were consummate with their rapping styles? Like Stephen King was very long-winded. He went on and on and on, whereas Poe came in and kind of crammed a lot into a small stanza. I caught that. One of the things Poe said was like, man, I've been through some real shit. I lost family members, and you're up there on Stephen Colbert. But the thing is, Stephen King had a struggle of his own. It's what I like to call the struggle of the ugly man. Guys, Stephen King, I'm going to theorize that the reason why Stephen King just will not stop writing is because he's burning with the fire inside, the fire to prove himself, because he looked like a bat with fetal alcohol syndrome. I'm just putting it out there, guys. He's grown up, though. You see him now, and he kind of looks like... He's like if Lurch went on Queer Eye for the Straight Guy or something. But he used to look like an actual serial killer. And, I respect that. There's two different questions. Who's the better author? Who's the better rapper? That's what we're really looking at to see. Who's the better rapper? And I think Stephen King won this because he had more presence, stage presence, if you want to call it. King had more mic time, right? But at the same time, there's something to be said for keeping it short and sweet, right? Maybe that's the real lesson of this battle, right? Don't overextend, don't overexpose yourself. Keep it. We're debating there are questions underpinning this battle that are underlying our whole society. Comments. Nearly a decade later in Poe's poems, Posers. Oh yeah, that was one of the hardest lines ever. You're right, Louise Oliveira. Yeah. Considering it's a battle of writers, this is among their most well written. That's what I was saying. Poe's second verse was just perfect. Yeah, I don't like to be swayed by comments, but I will take that into account. That was a good verse. They both had good lines. This might come down to the costuming. Let's take a look at the costume. Yeah, because I don't like. It felt like Edgar Allan Poe was really there, whereas this was kind of like he just doesn't look creepy enough, guys. He looks like he has nerd face on or something. He just doesn't look creepy enough, guys. Oh yeah. Never mind. Let's just give it to King. I don't want to deal with that. Hey guys, it's horror. What were you expecting?